Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor and praise to the apostle elders of GMS that taught me this truth. And shalom to Yakim that has their life daily, pushing this truth for sincerity. Once again, my name is Inon with GMS Detroit Bar Camp. And this is just another lesson on the ICBM thermonuclear missiles. You know, the Intercontinental Ballistic missiles that's carrying them nuke warheads in it. All this is prophesied and spoken about in the Bible. And this is my first scripture. This is Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith and the blower of the coals, that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth the instrument of his work. I have created the waster to destroy. And the Most High gave Esau this knowledge. You know, that's how he got control over this whole earth. Because when he dropped them two nukes off in Japan. When he dropped them two atomic bombs up in Japan, that ended World War II. And that made United States of America the victors, because after that, United States was doing everything, and they still doing everything now to all these little small countries and some of these big countries, because they had the nuke. Nobody had the nuke technology but United States, Russia, and China. But now everybody got the nuke weapons. So the Most High made these, but he's also going to use them. You know, so I'm gonna just grab a quick few more scriptures. You know, this is Psalms 7:13. He had also prepared them for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors, and the arrows are a similitude of what the thermonuclear missiles is, because back in that time they had knowledge of arrows, but they didn't have knowledge of the thermonuclear ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. You know, so the prophets refer to them as arrows or swords. You know, and give you a better understanding. Man, this is nope, we ain't doing that. This is Job 20 and 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. And this is talking about the thermonuclear missiles. The iron weapon is the thermonuclear missile. A bow of steel. The thermonuclear weapons look like an arrow, but on a grander level. And it is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out come out of his galls, and terrors are upon him. And when these missiles dropped and hit, was it Fukushima and Nagasaki? I don't know, but I know they got Japan twice with them. That changed the whole course of World War II. You know, everybody wanted to surrender after that. You know, give up, according to the scriptures. This is Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior it is with, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and the garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, and this nuke is going to make thermonuclear fire to cleanse the land, and mostly in America and some parts in Europe. This nuke is going to fall over there. Well, it's mostly going to happen to America, and right now, if you live in America, you live in the lake, what's going to be the lake of fire, because so many nukes going to hit this place. It'll never be inhabited by a man before. Again, after that, this is Isaiah 13 and 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens and the earth, and shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and the day of his fierce anger. And when these nukes get lit up in America, the scriptures say the earth is gonna roll to and fro like a drunkard. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that. In a little bit. Isaiah, I'm gonna grab that in a little bit. Isaiah 34 and 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and all the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And when you see them thermonuclear missiles videos, the way it looked like when it looked like a mushroom cloud, but it looked like a scroll being rolled open, and you let it go, it comes back together. That's how this thermonuclear fire is going to strike certain parts of America. Matter of fact, most of America, because this place is going to get obliterated with the missiles, and some parts of Europe. And all the hosts shall fall down as a fallen leaf from off the vine, as a fallen fig from a tree. And if it's a high wind, you know how when leaves fall off of a tree in an angle, these nukes is going to fall and strike America in an angle, just like a fig falling off a tree. And they speak in similitudes, but this is how in precepts, this is how we get the understanding of what these things are. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And everybody's going to nuke this place because the so-called white man, the Edomites over here that's ruling here, they quick to go to war with all these other nations just to get money, go in their countries and take their wealth out of there. It's not for humanitarian needs. Or whatever they say they is doing it for. It's not humanitarian reasons. A United States military is not in a country that don't have no natural resources in that land. If that land have natural resources in that ground, the United States military is there. And the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood, and it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of the ram. For Yahweh have sacrificed in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. and Basra and Idumea, Babylon the Great, Nineveh, Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, our house of bondage for the so-called African Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans. All of those are similitudes for America. And this place is going to get destroyed because the Most High ordained it. And matter of fact, this is Jeremiah 50 and 14. I'm going to go up a little further. This is Jeremiah 50 and 13. Because the wrath of Yahweh shall not be it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate, and everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourself in array against Babylon, around about all ye that bendeth the bow, shoot at her, spare no evils, for she hath sinned against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and shoot against her round about, and she had given her hand, and her foundations are fallen, as the walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but take upon her, as she have done unto you. As she have done, do unto her. And America, what the worst thing they do when they go to war with a country? They send them bombs. They send them nukes. And these countries going to do that too. They're going to send the bombs and nukes to America. Because, hey, look at the Middle East. Hey, as soon as they build it up, America knock their buildings down. Kill them in the streets and everything. But it's not gonna go well for him, because everything that he did is gonna return back to him double fold. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just grab a few more scriptures. Oh, yep. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, and all you people, you so-called heathens, the Edomites, the other heathen nations, all of you are enemies of the Israelites, because all of y'all threw us down. And y'all consulted against one another together, i.e., Psalms the 83rd chapter. Hey, all y'all was confederate against bringing us down. So, this ain't nothing new. That we know who our enemies are, and we know we don't have no friends in this world. Only people that we know we have is ourselves, the hopeful elect, the 1/3 of Israel and our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and his son Yahweh Shai and the host of the heavens, the angels. You know, that's who's on our side, because they flesh shall, and this is remember Sarah Connors and Terminator 2. Her flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth, and it shall come to pass in the day that a great torment shall come from the Lord, there shall be among them, and they shall lay hold to everyone hand and his neighbor, and he shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor, and matter of fact, that, you know, Hey, y'all gonna be fighting against each other when Yahweh Shai returns. Nukes gonna be flying. Because, hey, all of y'all have the most high precious things in your land. Every last one of these countries have an Israelite in there, Hebrew Israelite in that land. And this plague is going to come for you. At one point in time, all these nations had us under subjection. Matter of fact, this is Second Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And when these missiles get shot, every last one of them is going to do their business, they due diligence. They're going to mostly explode in the United States of America. And that's the reason why we need a Savior to deliver us out of this place while the destruction of this place is going on. And the scriptures, when that happens, Yahweh Shai is going to come gather his elect quick, so fast it's going to be like lightning. How fast the Yahweh Shai and the angels are going to be moving to gather up the elect in the 1/3. This is Matthew 24 and 27. For as lightning cometh out of the east and shineth unto the west, shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And that's how quick them chariots going to be moving to gather the elect in the 1/3 of Israel. The 2/3 of you Israelites are going to die with the heathens and the wicked. For wheresoever the carcass is, the eagles will be gathered together. And immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. And the sun gonna be darkened, the moon shall not give her light. That's that nuclear winter. That smoke is gonna cover and blot out the sun and the moon, and the stars and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And that's the thermonuclear missiles of stars. And when they blast, a shock effect. It's going to shake this earth. The scripture says it's going to be a great earthquake, and that's going to be from the thermonuclear missiles knocking this place back and forth. And then shall appear a sign of heaven, the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the tribes of the earth going to mourn, because it's going to be a lot of death during that time when that thermonuclear missile, World War III is happening. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, and the clouds is a metaphor for chariots, the UFOs. That the Esau say they UFOs, but they IFOs. We know what they are. They identifiable objects. Those are the chariots, the so-called UFOs. They're the chariots of the Lord, the Most High. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, and the chariot's gonna blot out the sky. Hey, man, it's gonna be so many chariots. it's going to be exactly what they think it's going to be. It's going to be a invasion, because the Son of Man is going to take the kingdom by force. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And kind, the elect and the 1/3 is only the people that's going to be gathered and saved and delivered at that time. If you're not an Israelite, you ain't gonna be delivered. You're not gonna be saved. If you're an Israelite and you're a 2/3, you're not gonna be delivered. You're not gonna be saved. The Most High is gonna destroy you with them thermonuclear missiles. But if you are the so-called elect and the so-called 1/3 of Israel, you're gonna be saved at that time in the destruction of on this earth. Matter of fact, let me grab one more about this one to back up the ones about the stars. This is Revelation 6:13. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely fruit. And the stars, the UFOs from heaven, gonna come in an arcing manner, striking the land like a fig falling off of a tree when it was blown by a mighty wind. And when she is shaken of a mighty wind, kind. And the heavens departed as a scroll, and then it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And these are the nuclear fallout shelters. Esau got a plan to save himself from this World War III. But they don't. You're not in their plan. If you're so-called African, Latino, Native American, or if you also poor white person, you're not in this plan, because you gotta buy nuclear luxury bunkers to be saved from out of this turmoil, this wrath of the Most High. And he said unto the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sit on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. And who's that sit upon the throne? That's the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And who is the Lamb? That's Yahushai, who the world indeed calls Jesus Christ. But that's not his name. His name is Yahushai HaMashiach. For great is the day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? And when Yahushua returns, this place is gonna be on fire when he returns. And then after that, he's gonna be making war. He's gonna be making war with the nations, the ones that's left over. Because it's gonna be the beginning of their enslavement and our deliverance. So, that's it. One more scripture. One more scripture. It's Revelations 9:16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And these are the thermonuclear missile warheads that's going to hit this place. 200 million war is, it's going to strike America. We are literally living in the lake of fire. Because when this day happened, America is going to be a lake of fire. And I saw the horses and the vision of them that sat upon them, having breastplates of fire and of jacketing and brimstone, and the head and the horses were as heads of lion, and out of their mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. And these thermonuclear missiles, they put forth this type of energy when they blow up, when they ignite. And by these three parts of the men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouth. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails are like unto serpents and have heads, and with them they do hurt. And these missiles is not going to be a so-called friend to any of you. You know, if you are the 2/3, the heathens, or the Edomites, the wicked, this devouring fire is going to destroy every living thing on this side of the earth, the American region. And you know, that's it. You know, I'm going to end it on that. All praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Kakadash. Double honors and praises to Apostle Elders of GMS taught me this truth, and Shalom.